I mean by busyness is this sense of a completely caring for someone, maybe you're a caregiver, but your day is full, your day is packed.
You said you'd had a lot of clients this week where that had come up. Tell me just more about. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I'm naturopath Fiona Chin, co-founder of Genesis and the Kidney Disease Solution and Kidney Coach. And I'm joined again today by one of my favorite guests, the beautiful Nicole Williams. When you say busyness and what we're covering, what do you mean by that, and what does that look like?
Yeah. It is a big topic, right? So, um, what I mean by busyness is this sense of a completely full schedule, right? Your day is packed. You're maybe if you're working, you're moving from one meeting to the next, or you're um, caring for someone. Maybe you're a caregiver, but your day is full. Your day is packed, and you have this sense of overwhelm.
Mhm.
And you also recognize that you have stopped taking care of yourself in a way that is replenishing.
Oh, I like that. So you said you'd had a lot of clients this week where that had come up. Tell me just more about when you're talking to someone, what is it that makes you hone in on this word busyness? And how would someone sitting listening to this be able to connect with or recognize that, oh, this might be something that's going on for me?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I maybe because it's the holidays and
Mm.
I've connected fairly recently, like in the last few weeks, with these clients who from the beginning um have a lot of things on their plate, right? Maybe they have they have children that they're caring for. They have someone who is getting married in their family. They're also working a full-time job, and then they have their chronic condition that they're also managing. And we've said this before. I might be clearing my throat a lot. Sorry, really enjoy.
Oh, good. It's cold over there, so I know
Yeah,
you're all
so just
good.
but we've said this before in that our bodies, when we're not taking the time to give ourselves the right kind of rest and address our needs, our bodies will speak louder, right? They'll kind of take over and tell us that we need to rest. And so what came to mind for me is with the holidays, and in speaking again with these clients recently, it's just this idea of my life is already full. I already have all of this going on. I can't put any of this on pause, right? But then I also have this chronic condition that is speaking louder in some instances, and like what do I do? Yeah, it's that sense of what do I do? How do I manage this?
Yeah, and I sort of said to you before we hit record, I think, and I don't, this is not to take away from men that might have responsibilities as well, but I find women who are caregivers of young children that are then diagnosed with a health condition, and they might still, we find a lot of women now go back to work because the cost of living is so high, plus manage two little children. They're often still running the household. And then they might have an elderly parent that's, needing support. And then you put on top of that a chronic health condition. And I know this was for me, and this is without having two young children. This was just running a great big company,
Hmm.
being super busy at home and having lots of pets, and then having a healthcare condition. And I went, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time to
Right.
manage my healthcare condition. And I am not going to give up all the other stuff, because that is maybe where I derive joy from, or for me, where my self-worth comes from. And so the caring for myself and healthcare condition will just have to go over there.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what you see as well, where people just like, I don't have time for help, and so they don't make time for it, even though it's, like you say, it's the body's way of screaming to say you need to self-care. People are so, well, for me, it was an addiction, addicted to being busy, because maybe they get their self-worth from it, or that's all they know, or actually having to sit in and process a chronic health condition, which is where you come in to help people,
Yes.
is in the too hard basket. So what is it for people? What is it that makes people not put that time aside or feel guilty about it?
Yeah, yeah, you hit on a few of them. Fiona. Certainly deriving your self-worth from your work and what you're doing is a big one,
Mhm.
right? Finding joy. There's that which is great. But the key that I find as I speak with clients is if I'm not busy, then I have time to think about what's happening in my body. And
Mm.
that feels overwhelming. That's too much. So
Yeah.
sometimes that busyness um, can be a way of distracting them from what they really need to think about and sit with those feelings. Um, and also, I think too, this way of just kind of keeping their mind running or thinking about something else.
So if you want to know more about what we do, head to www.kidneycoach.com. Same thing on Facebook, Instagram, and all things social media. Remember to hit subscribe and like. That way you'll get notified anytime we put up new content.